happened the last 2 years, right? I said I got baptized. So I didn't get into why, but that's why my faith is the way it is. So in Leavenworth, well, I know you heard all of the stories about the feds, so all of them true. I ain't gotta like reiterate on that. I ain't here to say prison cool. As a matter of fact, prison is the closest thing to hell on earth. The stabbing, the fags, all of that's the last place any person that's alive and breathing want to be in prison. So my last 2 years of there, one of the KKK guys come in, and like everything else, they gotta prove themselves because the feds is color coordinated. You on state time wherever you from, white, black, Hispanic, whoever, but you rolling with your people. And homie, like I'm chilling. I got like 2 years left, and then he approached me. I don't even want to fight him, but when he get close to me, you don't leave me no choice. So then when I hit him, he fall
Right.
like a bag of rocks. And then because I was who I was at that time, all the youngsters like stumped him. So they try to give me a street charge. So they bring me to the hole. I get maybe first 14 days, I don't hear nothing. But they telling me that they gonna give me a street charge. So now I'm going from thinking I'm going home in 24 months. So I'm about to get more time. So I'm going
Damn.
crazy. So the chaplain comes down there. He keeps saying God tells me he want me to pray with you. He want me to pray for you. I'm like, chaplain, I'm not trying to hear that. Like I was hot, throwing urine, all kind of stuff. I was like I said, I don't want to get into it because
Right.
that's not who I am no more as a person. But finally I let him pray for me because I ain't had nothing else going on. So while he prayed for me, the tears I break down crying, it's just me and my demons in a cell. The very next day,
Right.
that same white guy sends a kite. He say, "I'm gonna get you back, but not like that." So he don't even want to testify. So then they moved me to Forest City, thinking that it was gonna be punishment. But I get to Forest City overcrowded. So I end up going home 6 months early because of that. But I know it's because I listened and I let that chaplain pray, and I didn't fall into that foolishness when I got in
Right.
Forest City.
Damn.
Yeah. So that's why I met
Right.
Glenn Metz. I met Pooh Man. Donna Rio, the boy that had killed Young Greatness, that set up the thing for Young Greatness. I had met all of them in Forest City.
Damn.
Right.
Yeah.
So you all right? You say you didn't want to speak on who you were at that time.
Mhm.
Um, we have a thing, and we're gonna get to that at the end. But like, it's I think telling your story because we never know who gonna see these videos. And I'm around a
Right.
bunch of kids, so some of my son, his friends, they be watching every now and then.
Mhm.
Right.
I don't.
Well, they be
I,
on.
telling how bad it was in there might stop one of them from making it there.
Bro,
Just a thought.
yeah, it's real bad in there. You see grown men that probably was killers out here sleeping with fags in there, man. And that's the low end of it. And then they get into these big gang fights, these group fights over gambling, over drugs, or over them boys. And then they try to convince you to say, "Oh, it's pimping. I'm on pimping time." That's still a boy at the end of the day. So it's like Sodom and Gomorrah, bro. It's like
Right.
hell on earth. The closest thing to hell on earth is a penitentiary.
So they justify it by saying they pimping.
They justify by saying that they pimping and they passing them boys around. And the worst part is the two states that got the worst stigma of it is us in Louisiana and them dudes in Washington D.C.
So that I've heard multiple stories of DC,
So with
the
this,
DC call. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
I'm trying to, I ain't never been in the feds. Like what the stigma is about, dude from Louisiana and dude
That they
from
gonna
DC.
sleep with them boys. They don't have no hang up sleeping with punks. That's the stigma.
Look at his face.
Hey, ask anybody that been in the feds, bro. You like, man, this shit like Sodom and Gomorrah, bro. And they will really fight you over one of they what they call girls. Like, man, that's a man, that ain't no woman.
So they
Bruh.
might kill a nigga over Donald.
Yeah, over a straight fag, man. The only stand up well, I ain't gonna say the only stand up, but one of the stand up people that I met in there was Glenn Metz. Now I'm not here to diminish the
Right,
stuff that
right,
happened
right,
when he
right,
was on the outside, because I was a little boy and I don't even know that stuff. So whatever happened, God
right.
bless that family as well. So I'm not here to diminish that. But the Glenn Metz that I knew, like that man was a Christian man, and he would help everybody that was getting out adjust to not coming back in. That's the Glenn Metz that I know.
When you say
Right.
help, it was more of a mentoring or
Yeah, like what you gonna do when you get out, like teaching you about real estate and investing. So keep in mind he was doing that in the late 80s, early 90s before he got locked up.
right.
Well, we
Yeah,
ain't even
yeah,
heard of that. Yeah.
yeah.
So
That's
he'll ask you what's your plan when you getting out of jail? How you not gonna come back? What you gonna invest in? How you gonna get yourself better? And no matter what. And the last thing he said was, no matter how hard it is out there, don't ever come back in here. Even if you gotta work at McDonald's, working out there freely is better than being in here.
that's a big old fact. Shout out to Glenn Metz. Hopefully that somebody do right
That's
by him,
definitely a
and
big fact.
hopefully somebody do right by him. That sentence he got, I don't agree with for his charge.
Yeah,
I
the
think
Oh,
L,
he was.
Obama let his wife come home.
Blake,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Blake got the L, right?
Yeah, got two. He had three L's. He gave two back, and now he's sitting on one.
Yeah. Well, hopefully somebody could
Yeah, he
uplift
got
that
the
other one off him because he got like
L.
I think that if I'm not mistaken, and anybody who watched this, if you know, correct me if I'm wrong. I want to say that was like his first or
Yeah,
second
yeah. The first
charge.
major.
First,
Yeah, the first
yeah,
major charge.
first
Yeah,
major charge that he ever had, and then it was only drugs. It was nothing.
yeah.
That's crazy, man.
They got the informants. They got the informants to say he was the supplier and he was the killer, but they never actually had the evidence to say he did all the stuff. But he
They
told
gave
me
him that
about the
ringleader.
commercials that they used to run on
The
him
women,
every New Year's about the shooting the guns in the sky. They used to run the commercials about him about don't be like the Glenn Metz gang. This is the story he told me himself.
I'm gonna try and pull that up.
All right.
wow,
That's crazy. What you was about to say, T?
nah, that's wild.
Yeah, man. And who else you say you ran across while you was back there?
Donald Rio, the boy that had set up them two youngsters to kill young greatness.
Oh yeah, I just seen a story on
Yeah,
him, man.
Tootie, yeah, Tootie is what they call him.